Welcome back to Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. I'm BurningDogFace. And, well, I'll sum up what happened last time with this comment from Justin Jones. Shout out. Continuing his current sojourn within the Immaterium, Dr. PowerWash has had the distinct misfortune to stumble into a particularly vicious Keeper of Secrets domain. This particular Keeper of Secrets has decided to call herself the Queen of Hearts. Perfection is her goal, but because the Queen of Hearts is a greater demon of Slaanesh, she has to take this desire for perfection to extremes. This is why she kills anyone that even slightly mars her carefully crafted world. Told you I was going to continue to run with this. I like that quite a lot. Justin goes on to say, I remember reading a Gotrek and Felix novel many moons ago called Elf Slayer. Anyway, there was a scene where a male high elf, here we go, 40% cleaned, was rolling around on the ground trying to kill a female dark elf. Long story. Anyway, a Keeper of Secrets ended up being summoned / set free, and it stepped on the two while they were trying to throttle the life out of one another. The end result was that the demon's power fused the two together from the waist down. Enjoy the mental image of that particularly horrific fate. Oh, Warhammer. It wouldn't be Warhammer if horrific things weren't happening. Oh, yes, and shout out to Yornik, who says, quite rightly, well, no, first Yornik says, God save the Queen and her fascist regime. Sorry, couldn't resist. And then says, for a change of pace, also writing arse is not advised, mostly because there's no surface huge enough for the proper queen-sized arse. You can, however, paint... Let's see here. Close enough. A hammer and sickle. Fight the power. Silly. See, I believe last time we had just finished up in this general area. I'll lift this, certainly. If you're watching this when it's new, I apologize for not having any videos yesterday. Yesterday was kind of a mess. Or for today, even when I'm filming. But you know what I mean. I mean yesterday is in when you guys are seeing this. Do I have a comment on that? I don't think so. I did find this one interesting, though. God damn it. Ah! Stupid cards. Oh, hey. It's these cards here. The ones that have all been arched over, face down, and then painted over so that they look like they're facing up and that they're all aces, despite the fact that they could have just used aces. Instead of, like, the 3 of hearts and the 9 of hearts, or whatever. Shout out to Elthwar, who says, in regards to why the cards have placements, I feel like citing Hermes of Futurama. That just raises further questions! It certainly feels like after each decision they made, they decided, no, we should have done it a different way, but then refused to undo what they had done, instead trying to cover up the initial choice. I'm glad that it seems like the roses were properly tied, but yes, Dr. PowerWash should probably escape Wonderland sooner rather than later. Oh dear. I think I'll finish off this thing of roses here. I find it surprisingly impressive to have like a 6-foot-tall rose. You think they poured one of the drink me potions into the garden soil? I suppose it's a good thing there's no damage in this game, the way I'm jumping all over this plant with its giant-ass thorns. No, the thorns don't seem to count as different objects, they're just part of the stem. Oh, that one's clean. Duh. What am I doing? Yeah, this isn't awkward at all. On a side note, Dr. PowerWash must not weigh very much. He's not even weighing down a rose. And like, okay, it's a really big one, but you would think it would be sagging a little. It's a plant! Full-sized freaking tree would be sagging a little under a grown man's weight. Oh, there we go. Awesome! Oh, that was the garden wall. I think I got it. Okay, sweet. Let's see. Kind of one of these rabbits, I think. I was going to say the statue seems to be pure white, but these cards behind it seem to have actual cards printed on them. Hey, here's an ace of hearts. It's the ace, 5, 7, 8, 2, 4, and 3 of hearts. I'm trying to remember what the dead man's hand is. The poker hand that gunslinger had and someone shot him dead in the middle of a game. Give me a second to look that up. Nope. The makeup of poker's dead man's hand has varied throughout the years. Currently, it is described as a two-pair poker hand consisting of the black aces and black eights. It was, supposedly attributed to the hand being held by Wild Bill Hickok when he was murdered. Although it does note that no contemporaneous source, however, records the exact cards he held when killed. It was a book written about Wild Bill that led to the legend. Aces and eights. Okay, interesting. Hickok biographer wrote that the makeup of the hand... The accepted version is that the cards are the ace of spades, the ace of clubs, two black eights, and the queen of clubs as the kicker. Neat. Again, it does note that the earliest specific mentions in writing seem to have come like 50 years after the man's death. I was just wondering if they were going there because of, well, you know, it's the Queen of Hearts and she likes murdering people. Oh, got you under the chin. Clean off those talks. I'm kind of surprised the rabbit isn't wearing a waistcoat. You know, people make fun of him. But if I worked for the Queen of Hearts, I'd be pretty paranoid about being late, too. Ooh. Got a bunch of these ornament cards all at once. That was really satisfying. Sweet. Which one? This one. I see. Oh. I get this much... Well, I guess it's mud. Fine. It's just weird that there's mud, and then underneath the mud is the immaculately tended lawn. Like, I would have assumed that would mean the lawn was churned up. Comparatively speaking, cleaning off the ground must be the easy part. Like even in real life, it would be the one thing you could power wash where you didn't need to worry about the water splattering onto something. Oh. Oh, I thought this heart was part of the bunny's shadow. I thought for just a second that it was some kind of clever illusion where from a specific angle of the sun, the rabbit looks like a heart. But no, they just made this section of the grass darker. Bunny's shadow is right underneath it, and it just kind of looks like a peacock. Not bad, can't complain. Aha! I guess I'll move on to this bit and save the cat's area for last. Oh, wait. Did I get all of... No, I didn't get all of this walkway, but I went around, so that's fine. Then again... weird how the end of this carpet is rounded. It makes it look like a giant tongue sticking off of the throne area. Well, I guess these big built-up sections are the mud splats, specifically. Parts where it actually looks kind of churned up. I didn't realize there was two different kinds of mud there. I thought there were going to be more cards laying underneath. I was very confused when I did this, and there was this grass. I've accidentally given the bunny socks. This is nice. Myself through a lot of unnecessary stress lately, and it is nice to play something like this where you can just sort of turn your brain off. Stop worrying about stuff. I did have the thought that if there was ever going to be one customer I did not write arse on their stuff, probably be wise to make it the Queen of Hearts. Because remember, I don't think she's actually listening in, although I might be watching, that, she's just as irrational as the rest of Wonderland. Being found innocent will in no way protect you from, being sentenced to decapitation. It's like in the Transformers movie, the Quintessons Court, where the verdict doesn't actually matter. Everyone who goes into the court gets fed to the Sharkticons. Who, let's be clear, are not robot sharks. They're intelligent shark-like robots that like to eat other intelligent robots. Well, semi-intelligent. Not exactly going to be giving the Sharkticons a Nobel Prize anytime soon. Right. All the white paint on the rose stems. Yeah, they've painted the stems white and the thorns black. What? Ah, nuts. Now, where's my step stool? Ooh, making great progress. Timer. I think I got this whole rose in one video. Not bad. Oh, just the base wall. See if I can finish that and call it an episode. Got you! Okay. That feels good. Save that progress for sure. Well, this corner has certainly improved significantly. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you on the next episode of Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. We're now past 55%, or we're now at 55%, past the halfway point is what I was thinking there. And, so tune in next time when we get to work on the rest of it, the second half of the whatever, the second half of the task. And, yeah, make things, nice and pretty once again. Till then, have yourselves a great day, Burning Dog fans. Later.